Good, happy Friday morning, November 8th, 2019. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this morning, so let's begin. First up, officials investigate officer-involved incident aimed standoff in Ossipee. Let's take a listen to that video from WR News 9, Jessica Moran.
We feel that if a customer wants their product and they're ambitious and they want to do it today, if we have it here in stock, we have the people, the trucking, and why put off till tomorrow what you can do today?
Visit us at powerstone.com.
Well, Tom, we are right off of Route 16 here. This is Deer Cove Road behind me. It was closed for several hours today. That road is reopened, but officials are still working the scene in that Lovell River Road area. The Attorney General's office just releasing a statement a few minutes ago saying that officials are responding to an officer-involved incident involving one individual. Ossipee police say that Deer Cove Road and Oakwood Drive were closed as police responded to a standoff at a home in the area. They say a man was in the home and police were treating the situation as if he was armed. The SWAT team was on scene. They say the incident started in the morning, and neighbors tell News 9 they heard what sounded like shots and screaming. They say the area is sparsely populated this time of year.
There's only like 15 people out of 102 houses here that live here year-round. You know, this is a quiet time, and something like this is just unheard of, really. But I actually drove up and stopped and witnessed this whole thing from 100 yards. I was basically, they shut the roads down, but I was inside so I could, monitor the whole thing, and it was just kind of shock and awe.
And the Attorney General's office saying that no police officers were injured during the incident, and there is currently no threat to the public. In Ossipee, Jessica Moran, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Two Sears Kmart stores in New Hampshire set to close. Let's take a listen to that video from WR News 9.
We feel that if a customer wants their product and they're ambitious and they want to do it today, if we have it here in stock, we have the people, the trucking, and why put off till tomorrow what you can do today?
Visit us at powerstone.com.
And tonight we have learned that dozens of Kmarts and Sears stores across the country are closing, including most here in New Hampshire. According to a press release, the Kmarts in both Salem and Hooksett and the Sears in Nashua and Concord expected to close by February of 2020, going out of business. Sales expected to begin December the 2nd.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Worker dead, 10 hospitalized after Buffalo Wild Wings chemical incident. Let's take a listen to that video from WCVB, Boston.
Nobody wants a divorce. Whether you're a man or a woman, let Cervisi & Associates provide the bridge to a new beginning for you and your family. With over 29 years of experience, you can trust our team during this difficult time. Learn more at cervisilaw.com.
People who were inside tonight described mass confusion before they were told to evacuate. A total of 11 became sick, and one of them, an employee here, actually died as a result. It happened around 5:30 tonight at Buffalo Wild Wings in Burlington. Customers inside say the noxious smell came over them quickly and became stronger. The fire department was called and everyone was evacuated. Authorities say they were all exposed to a powerful cleaning agent, sodium, or rather Super 8 or sodium hypochlorite. A male employee inside died as a result after he was rushed to the hospital. 9 customers and 1 other employee have since gone to other hospitals but are believed to be okay. Customers say they had no idea what was happening.
There was an individual that first was prepared the floor to clean. That person immediately was exposed to the chemical and self-extricated himself out into the fresh air environment. The gentleman that passed away was an employee of Buffalo Wild Wings who attempted to squeegee the product out of the building.
We were just sitting at the bar and kind of the smell of like ammonia and chlorine kind of came over us, and a bunch of people started coughing kind of, and looked around, and all of a sudden all the employees were kind of not around.
It smells like bleach, and so you're just thinking like, oh yeah, somebody's like threw some, like was trying to clean something in the bar like you normally would, and then it just got stronger and stronger. People started leaving.
BW3 is releasing a statement tonight which reads in part, "We are shocked and saddened to learn of this horrific accident at our franchise-owned sports bar and are working closely with our franchisee while authorities conduct an investigation." Now, hazmat has been in. They've been testing levels all night. They have actually determined that the building itself is safe, but OSHA is still expected, and for that reason alone, the fire chief here tonight saying he does not know when this restaurant may reopen, but it likely will not be tomorrow.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Kasich visiting New Hampshire says he has no plans to run in 2020. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Mike Cronin.
We're here today to tell you good folks about Cozy Cabin Rustics Furniture and Mattress Bargain Barn. We carry all types of furniture, including American-made Adirondack and real logs, hardwoods, and reclaimed barn boards to build our quality furniture.
Now at 3 convenient locations. Hey-up.
Former Ohio Governor John Kasich doesn't hide his feelings for New Hampshire.
In fact, I love it here, and I love the people here.
He spent a lot of time here in 2016, hosting more than 100 town halls, finishing second in the GOP presidential primary behind President Trump.
I've always argued if you really want to know who should be president, force them to go to New Hampshire and do about 50 town hall meetings and let people take the measure of the person.
Speaking at UNH alongside his friend Tom Rath, Kasich is promoting a new book.
I'm doing it because I feel it so deeply about the fact that we can change lives and we can change our country.
Kasich is a moderate Republican and hasn't shied away from criticizing his party, saying both sides of the aisle are guilty of tribalism.
It's appalling to me. I mean, what the hell are we doing? We're in this not to be Republicans or Democrats, but to be Americans.
Despite speculation he could run for the White House again, it won't happen in 2020.
We're only 8 days from the filing deadline here, and I don't intend to file because I don't see a path.
But during a taping of Close Up, he didn't rule out a return to the first-in-the-nation primary.
I don't close the door on anything because I love my country. I think I can help to bridge these differences that exist.
To see more of Kasich's interview with political director Adam Sexton, you can tune in to Close Up on Sunday at 10 a.m. In Durham, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your 2020 New Hampshire candidate tracker for today. We have 3 candidates today in New Hampshire. The first candidate we are going to talk about, Joe Biden. is in New Hampshire today, and he will be doing New Hampshire primary filing and event with supporters in Concord, New Hampshire at 1 o'clock p.m. Pete Buttigieg, he is in New Hampshire today. He will be hosting event, Salem Town Hall with Pete Buttigieg, 44 Geometry Drive, Salem, New Hampshire, 03079 3313, United States, today at 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. And Andrew Yang, he's also in New Hampshire today. He will be filing for New Hampshire primary at the State House in Concord, New Hampshire at 11 a.m. Those are the 3 candidates that are in New Hampshire today. U.S. futures point to a lower open. U.S. stock index were lower Friday morning. Former New York City mayor files to run in Alabama's presidential primary. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Thursday night, and we begin tonight with that developing headline, a potential shakeup in the race for president. Tonight, former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Is he about to run? This evening, the billionaire businessman and a major signal he might soon be in, filing to run in at least one state's presidential primary just before an approaching deadline. Now, if he runs, what could this mean for frontrunners Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren? And Michael Bloomberg has a long history with his fellow New York businessman, President Trump. ABC's Mary Bruce leading us off tonight.
Tonight, former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg is sending a jolt through the presidential race. ABC News has confirmed the billionaire plans to file paperwork tomorrow, putting his name on the Democratic primary ballot in Alabama. Bloomberg, a centrist who has become an active proponent of gun reform, is an outspoken critic of President Trump.
I'm a New Yorker, and I know a con when I see one.
A top Bloomberg advisor says the former mayor considers the president an unprecedented threat to our nation. But Bloomberg's possible plan to enter the campaign comes amid mounting questions about whether the leading Democratic candidates, Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren, have what it takes to defeat Donald Trump.
Well, if true, this certainly would be a shakeup. Mary Bruce live in Washington tonight. And Mary, we know Michael Bloomberg has laid the groundwork here for a presidential campaign with this initial paperwork just before this deadline. But tonight he hasn't yet officially decided whether he's going to run.
Well, David, Bloomberg aides tell us he is simply keeping his options open here, filing this paperwork that would allow him to run if he decides to. But we are already getting reaction from the campaign trail tonight. Bernie Sanders' campaign saying, quote, more billionaires seeking more political power surely isn't the change America needs. David.
The first reaction already coming in. Mary, thank you.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.